By the way, your son, he was drifting and he had a bit of an accident and he wrote a letter to you.
He did. Yep.
To apologize.
Yep, 100%.
And I read that letter.
Oh, really?
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, this kid, he wrote, I will do better, I will be better. Like, this is a 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, I think it was 10 at the time or something. Yeah, I'm a big believer in empowering kids to be their own moral compass.
Yeah.
If you mess up, you need to acknowledge why, and the best way to do it, especially with a kid who's a bit hyperactive, sit down, write a letter about why you think that happened, what your lesson is, and what agreement you're going to make with yourself going forward. You know, you're going to do better, this, that, the other. And it's really effective. He has a board at home where he has, you know, the ADHD thing. He needs routine, he needs discipline, needs structure. Otherwise, it's all, you know, up in the air. So we have each day, you know, what sort of training he's doing, when his chess lessons are, when his boxing lessons are, when he is going to wake up. He wakes up early a few times a week to do cardio and to do the prehab piece. And then next to that, he says the things he's working on. I'm going to think before I act more. I'm going to slow down and be more selective with my word choice. He has all the things he's working on up in the right corner, and he checks that each morning as well. That's his learning journey. Instead of me trying to push values on him, he writes that up. I say, go and spend half an hour, write what you want to change about your behavior up on your board. It's all from him, literally nothing from me. Because it's his responsibility, even if he just turned 12 now, it's his responsibility to be his own moral compass and to go through his own journey into becoming his version of the best man he can be, not what dad tries to push on him. You know what I mean?
You know, when we were kids, well, when I was a kid, my parents wanted me to be this. I want my son to be a doctor, or I want my son to be a lawyer, or whatever, right? What do you want Amadeus to be?
Oh, not what his dad was.
What do you want him to be?
Honestly,
if you could choose anything, you UFC fighter, what do you want him to be?
Ideally, he would build businesses that add value to humanity, and he would go through struggle on his own terms, not just by being a slave in a military or, you know, intelligence agency machine like I was. He would express that warrior urge on his own terms, not as a pawn for a government. And he would build things, build businesses, build products and services that add value to people's lives. That would be my goal if I was to choose. But having said that, it's his life, man. It's up to him. If he asked me what I want him to do when he grows up, I wouldn't say anything. It's your life, son. I want you to be fulfilled. You need to define what your fulfillment is. It's not up to me to push it on you.
When are the Tates going to get released? How long is this going for?
Yeah, man, big one. So they're okay, by the way. Everyone's always asking me how the Tates are. They are absolutely fine. They are actually built for this.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Tristan
just doesn't care. Tristan's going to live his life wherever he is. He really doesn't care. And Andrew likes combat. He likes challenge. What's he going to do? Buy more cars? He's won cars. You know, get more famous. He's won that as well. This challenge, which really is about, in my mind, good versus, you know, the forces that try and bring good down. That's a big part of his life. And he's the sort of guy who understands that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test us. Just because you believe doesn't mean you won't be tested. You know what I mean? So he views it as a test from above, and he's embraced it. So they're fine. Don't worry about the Tate brothers. They are absolutely fine. If anything, they are embracing this challenge as an important part of their lives. And if anything, I think they're grateful for it, bro. Really. They are that grounded. They walk the walk, these lads. I've seen it. I've said many times, I was there when he lost bank accounts, Instagram, YouTube, payment processes, everything was just decimated. Didn't care. Zero emotional response, just what's next? All right, how are we responding? The amount of emotional control under pressure that Andrew has, I've never seen anything like it. I've been around CEOs, I've been around...
They impress you?
Bro, I was blown away. Can you imagine anyone else who makes a living from internet notoriety, social media, so on, losing all of their infrastructure, everything? They'd be broken, they'd be decimated. And all these false allegations coming out, just trying to ruin his name, doesn't care. His frame control is that strong. Wow. Incredibly impressive. Just a case study in genuine mental resilience and frame control at a level I've never seen before.
And not trained.